Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. Here we're going to talk about the statistics that the Tinubu administration don't want Nigerians to see, particularly the youths, because they say Peter Obi that unveiled these statistics recently did it to wake up the youths that are planning to protest across the country. That is what we're going to share, that statistics, to see if Peter Obi sharing it now was inappropriate, or that he did it because there was a need for it. And in this video, I will prove to you that Peter Obi did not do it to wake up the youths, as the presidency was claiming, but rather to buttress a point he was making about the harassment of Dangote by the government of Nigeria in terms of not giving him the necessary support in the refinery that he built in Lagos. So that's what we're going to talk about right away. That statistics that they say Nigeria, Peter Obi is not supposed to show it now. Why is he showing it now? That's the cry. Why is Peter Obi showing it now? They say it's a misleading statistics, and you're going to find out whether it is misleading. Say these are misleading statistics that Peter Obi has thrown out there to wake up the youths who are planning to protest in August. We're going to find out whether these statistics are misleading or not. But I can give you a giveaway on it. It is not, the statistics were not misleading, and Peter Obi did not generate them. He sourced it from Statisense, a reputable source for statistical data that anybody can use in Nigeria or anywhere around the world. Thank you for staying tuned, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And first, let me remind, it has been raining cat and dog here in Abuja. If you hear the noise at the background, it's probably the noise of the sound of rain. But when I'm editing this video, I'll do my best to see how I reduce the noise using the available app that I use. Now let's look at what the issue at stake. Now, Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, made public economic statistics that has rattled the President Muhammadu Buhari administration. In his reaction, President Muhammadu, speaking through his special advisor on media, on information and strategy, Anambra, attacked Peter Obi, accusing him of coming up with misleading and half-truth statistics on Nigeria's gross domestic product. Now, Anambra made this accusation that Peter Obi presented a misleading and half-truth statistic on Nigeria's GDP. Unfortunately, he did not present alternative data or alternative statistics to prove Peter Obi wrong. Because that was, for you to criticize the data that you are looking at, you have to present an alternative to contradict it, so that what you are saying will make sense. But perhaps those in the presidency are not aware that when you are challenging a data, you have to bring a counter data to be able to make any sense out of whatever objections that you have. Like in the case of Peter Obi, as I said earlier, his source of data, he didn't generate it by himself, was from Statisense. And of course, there are so many places you can get data. And what Peter Obi presented, you cannot contradict it if you are sincere to yourself as a researcher on Nigerian economy. Now, in reaction, where Onanuga accused Peter Obi of coming up with misleading statistics without showing the accurate data to contradict Peter Obi. He queried, why should Peter Obi bring out the data now? Why should Peter Obi bring out the data now? Why is it important for Peter Obi to bring out the data now? He claimed that Obi brought it out now to walk up his mob. I'm putting him in quotes now. Onanuga said to mop up, to walk, W-O-R-K, to walk up his mob, plotting to destabilize the country from next week. But from me to you, in truth, Peter Obi brought out these statistics while writing under the headline on his verified X handle titled Dangote refinery should be fully supported, not vilified. So Peter Obi issued a statement through his verified Twitter handle, and the story he titled that statement, Dangote refinery should be fully supported, not vilified, where the former presidential candidate in the last election wrote about the recent conflicts between the Dangote industries and some government agencies, saying that it was deeply troubling. He said that in the interest of Nigeria, its citizens, as well as Africans at large, that he is pleading with the federal government of Nigeria and its agencies to provide Dangote industries, especially the refineries, with all the necessary support that the refinery needs. He went further to say that the success of Dangote is intrinsically linked to the success of Nigeria and Africa. Conversely, its failure will be a significant setback for both Nigeria and the continent. Obi then noted, this is where Obi now entered into the statistics about the record, because Obi is trying to say, this thing you are doing hurts business, it hurts the economy. And then Obi now want to put it in perspective. Are you see where Obi is coming from? He wasn't coming to present anything. Is it Obi that made them to say that Dangote's refinery is producing poor quality fuel, that it is not even yet licensed? They said it wasn't in this administration just said it. So Obi was responding to it. It has nothing to do with the proposed protest by the youths or whoever. He was responding to a present issue at stake, what the government is doing to Dangote refineries. That's what he was reacting to. And then he want to draw the attention on how this APC administration has messed up the economy by doing things like this, hurting businesses since they came to power in 2015. That's what he's saying. Obi then noted that when Nigeria returned to democracy in 1999, it maintained an average GDP growth of about 6.72% for 16 years, from 1999 to 2014. I will pin the data on the screen so that you can see it. He said that the impressive growth trajectory, unfortunately, was not sustained by the then new government of President Muhammadu Buhari. and the nation's GDP growth collapsed to 2.79% in 2015 and then sank into a recession in 2016 with a negative growth of minus 1.58% and 0.82% in 2017. Obi said, and I wrote, and I quote, "For the past 9 years, Nigeria's economy has seen unprecedented retrogression on many fronts. In 2014, just before the inception of a new administration, a year later, Nigeria had the biggest economy in Africa with a gross domestic product of 568.5 billion US dollars and a GDP per capita of about $3,200. Our economic indices pointed towards hope and prospect for the future growth of the economy. 9 years later, the giant of Africa has retrogressed to the fourth largest economy in Africa," Obi wrote. Now, there is nothing you can dispute here. Obi took the statistics he used in making this analysis from Statisense, but there are several other organizations you can go and get this data. You can go to the World Bank, you can go to UNDP, and you can go to anywhere you like. These statistics that Peter Obi used here is incontrovertible. You can't change it. That was not the state of the economy. Because even Tinubu administration confirm it. Because interestingly, when the New York Times wrote a damning editorial about how Tinubu administration has mismanaged the economy of Nigeria in the last 15 months or thereabout, Bayo Onanoga attacked the New York Times, saying that the New York Times did not acknowledge the effort that Tinubu administration has made to save the economy, and then stated that Tinubu inherited a dead economy. What does Onanoga and the presidency mean when they say that Tinubu administration inherited a dead economy? Which dead economy did he inherit? Is it the dead economy from the PDP or the dead economy from Muhammadu Buhari? Of course, it was the dead economy they are claiming from Buhari. But of course, the report by the New York Times contradicted that claim of being a dead economy that they inherited. Because if you read that editorial, that report by the New York Times, they put it squarely on the table of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The New York Times, in their write-up, said that Nigeria is facing economic recession of generational proportion, the kind of economic crisis of a generational proportion. Because Bola Ahmed Tinubu did two things that was identified by the New York Times. He said the partial removal of the fuel subsidy and the flotation of the naira was the biggest undoing of the Nigerian economy, and that the crisis we are facing in Nigeria today is the result of these two policies. And you may ask yourself, okay, but Tinubu acted based on the advice of IMF and World Bank. But that's your own cup of tea. If you want to do the reform they give you to do, you must learn how to do it well. Because when you fail in that reform, you carry the consequences yourself. That's the truth. Because it's like IMF marrying a wife for you. Marry a wife for you. You expect the IMF to also teach you how to sleep with your wife. You have to learn it. You have to do it by yourself. You have to consummate it, and consummate it in such a way that it will lead to a positive outcome. So I don't blame the IMF for the policies they bring. I blame those who take those policies without knowing how to apply them. Because truth be told, some countries have applied IMF strategies and they work for them. But the New York Times said, the New York Times report contradicted Bayo Onanuga's claim on behalf of the presidency that Tinubu inherited a dead economy. Yes, the economy was in a bad shape, which Peter Obi has identified by the data he presented from Accusations. But if it was a dead economy that Tinubu inherited, it means that Tinubu is now burying that economy based on the action he took, which was confirmed even by the New York Times. So that is by the way. The reason I brought up that is to show how they contradict themselves in desperation to defend the government. But the truth be told, Peter Obi has presented a data which he didn't generate, but which is very accurate. And this data, the government say he shouldn't have presented it now when the youths are planning to protest. That is going to work them up to protest even more, seeing the damage that have been done to the economy of Nigeria in the last 9 years under the APC administration. But you cannot change the fact. You cannot change data. Data do not lie. That is the good thing about data. It does not lie. Okay? Somebody can go and cook up data, but at the end of the day, the true data will win. That's the way it works in statistics and in any other areas where you have to do statistical analysis, or you have to use econometrics to be able to explain the state of any economy, whether in Nigeria or anywhere in the world. The truth cannot be hidden. If you hide it just for a while, it will show up. So what Peter Obi presented is the gospel truth about the state of the economy under the administration of the All Progressive Congress in the last 9 years. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.